Hello, this is a review for Bay Breeze by Yankee Candle. It's in a large jar, which is 22 ounces of paraffin wax. It might look like it's a bit early for me to be reviewing this candle, considering where that wax line is, the wax pool, but really I did just finish today this other jar. And I'm so excited to share it with you. You see it burn down to the very end. I thought I had maybe one more burn, but really I didn't. Because it kind of extinguished itself. You can see there's a couple little oil pockets there, or droplets rather, and it's just a very beautiful wax. It burned very clean for the most part. I think I wiped it out once or twice around the top here, like with like a little tissue or something, but it performed beautifully. Now just to back up a second, I am a total fan of all things ocean, anything having to do with the ocean. Like a Bay Breeze type scent will totally catch my eye. I am somewhat skeptical because sometimes these different oceany types of scents are not overly appealing to me, or they have something in them that does not strike me as smelling really good. It can be kind of like an overtaking the rest of the scent and that kind of thing. But this one jumped out at me. I got this at the semi-annual sale. I was super hesitant, but I do love the color. Sometimes it almost has on like a purple or periwinkle tint to it, which is just gorgeous. In fact, let's see if I can kind of show it to you what I'm talking about. Well, first of all, look at those little beads in there. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that when a candle does that. My Illuma lid is like this ocean-inspired Illuma lid, which I love to use, but I love the little beads in there. It's just gorgeous. It's a very beautiful candle. And of course the label, I can't really get over that. That is just too gorgeous. Now, when I smelled this in the store, it kind of struck me as smelling kind of like what that picture looks like, which might sound really corny. But like you can kind of tell from where that picture was taken, someone might be more up on the bluffs overlooking the ocean perhaps. Kind of not right down in the sand, not right down near where the surf is. And it also reminds me of California, of the Pacific, where you get some good waves crashing on occasion. See the white water. I just love it. And so to me, let me first give you my take on it. It's rather salty, which sounds strange, but if you've ever been in near the ocean when the breeze is really blowing pretty strong, and it makes sense you're going to get some sea salt in the air a little bit on occasion. It'll kind of blow up near where you are, and it just smells nice and fresh and clean. But we're not talking like a detergent-y type of a clean in this case, or nothing soapy, nothing like that. Just a very fresh air with a tiny bit of salt, but that you can actually smell when this candle burns. So that seems so strange, but that's what I get from it. I just love the clouds. I love the bluffs. I love the beach, the big shadow of that formation there. It's just gorgeous. It looks in the distance like there might be, I don't know if that's a Long Island, like where I grew up. I could see Catalina Island all the time when we were at the beach. That kind of reminds me of that picture right there a little bit. But anyway, without rambling too much off into that direction, let me give you real quick the notes that I came across online. This is not a description from Yankee's website. This is just a list of notes that I came across, and I can't necessarily verify that it's 100% what Yankee has said the notes are, but I think that it is, as far as I know. So the top notes are fruity grapefruit and ozone. The middle notes are green notes and water lily, plumeria, and hyacinth. And the bottom notes are soft musk, vetiver, and woodsy notes. When I first read and heard what these notes were, it was kind of like an aha moment, you know, where you kind of get a feel for, oh, you know, maybe this is why I just love this so much, because the scent, I'm sorry, that was bugging the the notes just really bring to mind and to life why I think I love this candle so much. I really think it's such a fine art to create a perfect scent. And honestly, to do it well can't always be easy. I guess you could get lucky on occasion, but to get it so right and so nice probably isn't easy. Because a lot of these notes are in other candles, but it feels to me like the way that the proportions or the percentages or whatever are done just perfectly, so that none of these notes really screams out at you, like it doesn't overwhelm another, and the balance is almost, in my opinion, to perfection. It's just a very beautiful candle, and the kind that like I comment on it every time I would walk into the room where it was burning, which most of the time in this case was a bathroom, but on the main level, and so it kind of comes out into the hallway a little bit, but not too much. So the one downside, in my opinion, would be that it has a little more fragrance oils, but of this perfect combination. Oh, so I just wanted to really kind of give the best feel that I could. Of particular interest to me is that this is not a very overpowering scent. It's very simple, actually. Just like you don't go down to the ocean like in that picture you see there, and you don't say, I'm smelling this smell. You know, it's just it's almost like a naturally occurring, very natural, and again, so therefore very well done. I just love its simplicity. I love that it's not overly cologne-y, or however you want to say that. Even though sometimes I will love a good cologne type scent, I don't mind those either. But this candle is almost like rising above and to the top, in my opinion. It's really, really like on my radar to be like a repurchase. Like I really love this candle. I kind of want to make sure I convey that. So as far as fruity grapefruit and ozone, it doesn't scream grapefruit, but I almost think, okay, that makes sense to me. And it doesn't, notice it doesn't just say grapefruit, but fruity, like a fruity grapefruit, maybe a very ripe, like kind of like a red, maybe grapefruit, sweeter grapefruit that's very ripe in ozone. I get that. The green notes and water lily, plumeria, and hyacinth. A lot of candles that I know that are high on green notes, and then the florals, like what they listed, the water lily, plumeria, and hyacinth, to my nose smell very intense green or very intense floral. And this is where I had to mention the proportions or percentages, or however you want to describe that. This is not overdone. It's perfect in my opinion. And so it makes me think, okay, maybe I don't dislike the florals as much as I thought I did, because this is so classic and classy and well done. Now the base notes of soft musk, vetiver, and woodsy notes, oh my gosh, it just makes sense. Like when it says soft musk, that's perfect too, because I never once smelled this and thought, oh, I'm smelling musk, like a musky scent necessarily, which again, I don't know that I mind those, but it's not screaming any one of these scents. I do love the woodsy notes done right. Vetiver, oh my gosh, and the woodsy, I love it, and it makes sense to me again why I love this candle. So like if I'm near an ocean or on a bluff or somewhere overlooking a view, and I'm thinking just a really peaceful scene, just a total serenity now kind of moment or something goofy like that, where like all the worries of the world just literally drift away, and you're just there enjoying the sunshine and the breeze and the beauty, or like at sunset or something, just absolutely gorgeous to me. I love it. It makes me happy in my heart. I mean, I can see someone else hearing me talk like this and going, okay, what's the big deal? You know, like when they smell it, but I don't know, like for me, it just really works. I was so sad. For instance, I think, and I mentioned this in a wax group that I'm in, this is the kind of candle where as I saw it burning down over these last, few weeks, burning down, I was like getting sad, like, oh no, it's almost done. And it reminds me of like a really good story or a really good movie and it's over and you're almost sad because you don't want it to end. That's like how this candle makes me feel. Isn't that funny? So anyway, I did get a backup, and I'm so glad I did, because these are not the kind of candles I normally get multiples of. And one last thing that might be of interest to you, in the store, somebody mentioned that their boss or another coworker, that this was their very favorite candle in all of Yankee Candle. So for all of the oceany scents and all of the, you know, the watery locations, whatever, the different ones you can buy over the years, I have a feeling I have found my possible favorite. It doesn't mean another won't rise to the top, because I have not tried them all, but man, this is just a nice, peaceful, different kind of scent for me, and I love it. So I can totally recommend it. The burn is clean. It never really got nasty or gross. Those little spots you see besides the wick, again, those are little like oil droplets, which means it has a fair amount. It's not like overly done with the oil. I love it. I love this candle. I think I'm cleaning out the jar and saving it to repurpose it somehow, because the label, when that's gone, that will be a real bummer. I'm going to keep my eye out for this. I love it. I hope they never get rid of it. I hope it comes back. I wish I had gotten more. So if you get a chance, pick this up. It's very simple, so don't get too excited. In case I oversold it or anything, I'm definitely not trying to do that, but I love this candle. So if you've ever been so inclined to try it, I would definitely recommend that. I think you'll enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching my video today, and I wish you a very happy day or a good evening, depending on where you are and what time it is. Thanks. Bye.